Yeah.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello, my friends. This is Pinky.
This is Priyanka,
And we're here to call.
Maybe we just not say it together.
Okay, cool.
We can take turns.
We could take turns. How was your New Year's Eve?
New Year's Eve was good. I was actually, shout out Mama Jo. She threw a kids party.
Did she?
And so we went there.
Nice.
It was fun for the kids. They, well, I can't say specifically for the kids. It was nice seeing everybody too. Yeah.
Yes, yes. Did you guys have to dress up, or did you, or
So
pajamas?
I got the Evite, okay, and I felt like such an ass, but I got the Evite and I just quickly like put it in my calendar. Mm-hmm. I didn't read the whole thing.
Evite
but
mistake number
it
one.
was come in your in your finest PJs.
Of course.
And I was just like, oh, it's a New Year's Eve party. Let me dress up. So I did my makeup, and I didn't wear like anything like hyper fancy. I still put like sneakers on, but I was like, let me put on like a jumpsuit, just feel cute. Mm-hmm. And I got there, and I was like, everybody's in PJs. But I'm like, I'm in PJ adjacent because I was comfortable.
You were comfortable.
So it's okay.
You could sleep in that.
I absolutely could.
Yeah.
So we rolled with it.
Yeah.
It was fun. She planned a lot of games for all the kids. My two older kids won a prize.
Oh.
So the little one threw a nice little tantrum on the way up
course.
because he didn't win anything.
Yeah.
It is what it is. He's gonna learn to be not such a sore loser. So
he has to.
But it was fun. How was New Year's for you?
It was good. It was good. We went to the party. I just finally got around to posting the pictures. We went to the party. It took me forever to figure out what to wear because
black always.
Yeah, but I mean like I wanted like sparkly as well, and I don't have I have a black peplum top that I wear on stage, you know, but I was like, I wear that all the time, and I wanted something different. And then I had a rose gold version, but I was like, I want to be like in a dress. You know,
I liked
felt
your
like
outfit.
It was nice. I liked it.
I think you pieced it together very well.
I want the shirt to be bigger because it's supposed to be off the shoulder.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why when I was texting you, I was like, I need to buy.
What do you mean it's supposed to be off the shoulder? That's how you wanted to style it?
Yeah.
Because it's just a button down, right?
Yeah, but I couldn't open it more to put it off the shoulder because otherwise everything would
Your tatas would be out.
Yeah, and we're not doing that. So
I hear you.
And they were already there was already unbuttoned more than I'm used to, and I had to have a safety pin just in case the second button came undone. So there was a catch-all, and my husband's like, what's going on there? I was like, you can't see anything. Like, you literally have to be talking to me, like, right here to look down. Like, get the fuck out of here. I looked amazing. That's all I know.
You did.
I did.
You did. It's funny because it's the opposite problem. When I put my jumpsuit on, so that jumpsuit, I wore it, I think, last year or the year before. I think it was last year. And I filled it out very differently than I did this time.
Yeah.
And I remember texting my friend, I was like, oh my God, look, my tatas look so nice. I was so excited. I'm like, look, they look like really nice. And she's like, yeah, they do. I'm like, this is what I'm wearing. I felt so good.
There you go. That's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
I felt like it was big, and like the top, I had it really high, obviously, like right under my boobs because I wanted it to be super high, like a high waisted, you know. Because it was so long. I wore that.
And even then it touched the floor.
Yeah. When I got it made, I did it via online, which of course they don't listen. And I gave them centimeters instead of inches because I know that's what they use. And it was for that wedding from July or from February. I wore those
are one of the outfits I think your mom brought back, right?
No. I got those.
Okay.
I got that outfit. But I wore that to the reception. And originally I was going to wear the whole thing. And I was like, no, the skirt is good, Justina. The skirt was good by itself. Like, I could have worn high-waisted pants with the top, the blouse, but I was like I said, I wanted something frilly. Because everybody else was going to be in dresses, and I didn't want to be the odd man out.
Yeah.
I mean, I already
No, but this is a good way to, just dress it down just a tad and modernize it.
Yeah, and then I knew I was going to wear a crown and jewelry, so I was like, I don't need everything to be sparkly.
I look good. You look really cute.
It was fun. The food was good. The food was good. They had it out all night, which was amazing.
Where was it?
So, it was off of, it's near Stratford Mall here.
Yo.
Yeah.
Stratford Mall is dead.
It's gone. They're decommit, like they are.
Demoing it?
Yeah. I think they're going to start this year. Last year we tried to go in just to like kind of, just walk around.
There's nothing. It's creepy in there.
No, it's scary.
Yeah.
It's like post-apocalyptic and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't remember what it was like before because I wasn't here before.
I used to go a lot when I was in high school.
Yeah, because where your mom lives.
It was either Woodfield or Stratford. And Stratford, sometimes I think their tax rate was lower. And then they had the movie theater, so there was like those perks. And they had the food court. This is before Woodfield had the food court. So we would go there, and I had a lot of friends in that area too. So we would go out that way.
Yeah.
Not anymore. There's like nothing to do there. Maybe the Best Buy. Like if Best Buy has something that I need.
Yeah, there's like I mean, I go for the Joann Fabrics.
Okay.
And Michael's, which is where I got a majority of the stuff for my tree.
All the bedazzling stuff.
Yeah, and then as the year goes,
her tree has arrived.
It's arrived. And I got decorations, and I confiscated all the colored decorations I wanted from our existing ornament bucket because I have, once I started having kids, we were talking about this last time. I started buying the shatterproof ones, so if they drop them while they're putting them on a tree, I don't get upset. And then I just, the adults, me and my husband did the glass ones and put them higher, obviously. And so, like, we literally have a tote of just ornaments, and we just pick them and put them,
Aww.
Like, I put ribbon on all of them so that I don't have to put hooks.
Hang them, yeah.
And I hot glued the little pieces that go on the top so they don't pop off all the time. Mm-hmm. So it's perfect.
That's nice.
I
wonder if you could do something with your crowns and put it in your tree.
Well, I'm going to be putting the crowns in the tree.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to take them all upstairs and put them on the tree.
You can probably, so what I would suggest you do is, since your crowns are open on the back, see if you can somehow rig, like, some sort of stem, so then you can literally just, like, stuff it in. Like, you would, like extra stems into the tree, and then they'd stick out.
I need to figure something easy out because
craft party.
I'm gonna need to be able to take them off when I want to use them. Mm-hmm. So I might just have them on the top, like instead of a star, have my best
halo?
crown. Yeah,
that's cute.
Like my best, like the one I like the most. Or even my first crown that I ever got.
Yeah.
That way it never leaves my office anyway because I don't want to break it.
That's really exciting.
But I got bows to put on the end, like on the ornaments. Like coordinating bows, so it's gonna be great. I'm gonna have a great time. Me and my hot glue gun, we're gonna go at it. I'm just waiting for all the shit to come in.
Yeah.
But
are you on a break right now? Do you have to travel?
No, I'm on a break, and I was looking forward to like a nice break before we went to the UK, right? Like, because I've technically only been home for a week and 3 days, because I got home last Monday.
Yeah, just before Christmas.
Right. And so I'm still like in recovery mode, and then we threw the New Year's Eve party in there, so there was another recovery mode, and then my brother texts, "Oh, we're going to the hospital," and I was like, "Shit, okay."
Oh, so are you gonna go visit?
So tomorrow I have to go to Connecticut because on Sunday it's his chutti, the baby's chutti, which is fine. Like I knew that I was gonna have to go.
I mean it in the best possible way because I know you wanted to meet the baby too.
Yeah,
so that's really
for sure. I'm glad that the baby didn't incubate longer because I was like, if it would have been too late,
you could have missed it. Yeah.
I could have, and so that's why I made my dentist appointment for next Friday because I was like 2 birds, 1 stone.
Yeah.
So I was like around the due date was the 4th, and so I was like, give or take a couple.
So you're not
days.
really getting a break before the UK. You're just gonna be running around like crazy. But guess what?
UK,
your teeth will likely be in better standing.
I mean, I'm getting my 3. So next week I get my 3 new ones. So this is number 4, the tray. I get 5, 6, 7, and then we are going to re-X-ray to see how many implants I need. And I put a new one in yesterday because Tuesday or Wednesday I change. But because of the parties, I've been waiting because when I put a new one in,
it hurts.
Can't eat.
Yeah.
I can feel myself, and this was before this. I was able to chew a little bit better. Like, good thing is
it's basically like braces, right? Like you're kind of reshaping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of discipline because I just want to rip it out because it hurts so much. But I'm like, what am I going to do when I rip it out? They're still going to be tender, even when
you can't chew right away.
Right. So I've been eating soft foods, which it's fine because makes it so I'm not constipated. However, try to look on the bright side.
Yeah. So, I mean, my win in that situation is just you're consuming food.
Yeah.
So I think that's a huge piece of it.
Yeah, I've just decided whatever happens, when I'm home, not home. I don't think I'm going to sound any more alarms to anybody.
I like your nails.
Thank you. Well,
What a pretty color.
This is because I wash my hair, and the dye from my
Get
conditioner
out.
always does it. Yeah, so like in a few more hand washes, it'll go away. It's supposed to be iridescent gel.
It's pretty.
So I tried something different this time. Like
I think I want to get my nails done before we go to London.
yes, do the gel. Don't do the dip.
Builder gel?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that what I asked for?
Yeah. I just
Okay.
have gel on my real nails. But I wanted to try the iridescent gel because she was doing the clear one.
My one nail broke. I'll have to get an extension. I know. It's okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to feel pretty when we're down there.
We will. We'll be pretty.
Yeah.
But like streetwear pretty.
That's fine.
You know?
Comfy cute.
Yeah. We got it.
Leggings.
I'm tempted to bring my pink boots that I got. The ones
Why
I
not?
wore to the black. I want to see if they're... Maybe I should wear them on this trip to see how comfy they're. Because they claim to have Tempur-Pedic cushioning inside. Because they're for little girls now. But I mean, it's cushioned, so...
Size 4 and little girls, by the way.
I'm trying. In this economy, you have to. Okay?
No, it's all good. I got you kids' shoes, remember? I was
Yeah.
like, oh, they're so pink, they're perfect.
I love them. I'm not wearing those to... I don't wear those outside of just sunny days because I don't want to get them dirty.
Oh,
I'm very like particular of what I wear.
that's fair.
But we'll see. We'll see. So yeah, I thought I was going to be able to... like, I knew I was going to have to go, at least make one trip, but I didn't realize it was going to be, like, literally a week-long trip. So, it is what it is.
It's all good.
Yeah.
I mean, you're still home
Yeah.
to some degree, right?
Yeah, I'll be staying with
you're
my...
not working or running around.
I mean, I'll still be working a little bit. I still got to make content.
But you're not going to be on stage.
Yeah. No.
Not that level of exhaustion.
No. I also have to figure out
You'll be
what
around people that'll feed you.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. It's good stuff. What else? What you got?
I have a pet peeve, a gungie, grind your gungie.
Oh my God, let's hear it.
It's been a while, huh?
I know, it has.
So, this happened New Year's Eve at Jyoti's house, and then it also happened like multiple times previously. So obviously I've been on a health journey. I'm trying to get back into shape, all that good stuff. We're doing everything right. We're eating better. We're working out, getting our steps in, trying to stay hydrated, sleep more, all those things.
That you're supposed to do, but we can't do.
Right. Now, I'm not looking for props, okay? But tell me why everybody keeps going up to Neil, my husband, and saying, oh, Priyanka doesn't feed you? Is Priyanka telling you not to put ghee on your broadleys?
Get out of here!
Right.
Right, nobody should be using ghee anymore, first of all.
Numerous times this has happened where they've given my husband shit for losing weight, but it's like a negative on my part that I'm not doing
a negative. Yeah.
And I was like, what? How am I the bad guy?
First of all,
2, you should congratulate him for losing the weight. And 2, don't make me to be out the bad guy for not feeding him. He's a grown ass man.
Yeah.
He can feed himself,
like,
and he
don't know
does.
where the fridge is. He don't know where the pantry is. Like, he can get his own goddamn food. Okay.
They basically say that I'm starving him, I'm like, what? I know
Welcome
they
to
say
our culture.
right. I get that they're like saying it in a joking manner, but it's annoying.
No, their delivery is not joking. Like if you actually,
I think it's stemming from jealousy.
Yeah, it is. That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I was like, it's not that. Oh, that they're 110% jealous of the fact that you guys are on this health journey because they can't be on the health journey, which is what I've witnessed for my own self.
It's what you choose, yeah.
Right, and that's what they're choosing how to handle it. Right,
And we don't judge you for binge drinking.
right.
Right? Like, I don't care.
No.
If anything, I'm going to encourage it. Go.
Like, do you need me
Let
to
me
take
pour
care
you
of your
another
kid?
one.
Yeah, like, I'll watch your kid for you if you want to let loose, right? Like,
Right.
no.
I don't judge it. This was just a choice that we made. And I never made Neil do anything, okay?
He did it on his own
He was
accord.
watching me and was just like, fuck, I'm going to have to step up. That's
Yeah.
it.
That's good. I mean, yeah, instead of asking, what motivated you,
Yeah, it's like, oh, Priyanka doesn't let you.
and your wife doesn't feed you? No. She puts a padlock on
In
everything.
fact, I do feed to him. Okay, I'm getting mad about this because I make every single one of the meals.
You do.
I
know
meal
you
prep
do.
for myself, and I was like, I'm not calculating your shit. If you want to eat healthy, you're eating at my level. That's it.
Yeah. You can't calculate two people.
He's very low. I know he's very deficient in his like caloric level, but I'm like, if I have to calculate your shit and then prep my stuff and your stuff, that's too much work, and you're not capable of doing it.
He doesn't
I
want to
can
learn?
easily do ×2 and just make more containers of the same measurement.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna measure it twice. Well, you haven't seen me prep. I weigh everything.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah. So everything is weighed and calculated within like
Well, no, they say
10, 15 calories.
this is the only way to be successful with your health is to meal prep. I've read that in numerous different people.
And it's meal prep like to the gram.
Yeah, like you have to measure everything, then you have to write it all down, and you have to use your tracker and all that, like everything.
Yeah. So before, when I was doing like the Beachbody containers, the similar thing, right?
Yeah.
Like I had, 4 green containers, 2 red containers, 2 purple containers.
Yeah, girl, I have the containers.
Yeah, it was like pre-calculated, so I would just fill it up and I would write it all out, and I knew what I was eating, right? But knowing what you're eating is how you're going to see the change, because you can like pinpoint exactly where you went wrong.
Yeah.
But now it's like, okay, so I eat 120 grams of protein, 120 grams of carbs, 55 grams of fat. I know my numbers. If I try to like measure out for his numbers, that's so much more extra prep. We can eat the same meal, but I have to measure it differently.
Yeah, he needs to calculate his own stuff and then adjust accordingly.
He's not going to.
Motivated
So I'm like,
yet.
if you want to, I just don't think he gets it because he hasn't taken like that responsibility for it. Either way, I mean, at the end of the day, motherfucker, shut up. I feed my man.
She feeds him. I've seen it.
Yeah, it is a little low, but
it's what it's supposed to be. It's not low. It's
low because like he's just following like my plan.
That in
Like,
that aspect.
He could likely eat more. Like I think he needs probably another 30 extra grams of protein.
So here's the thing, because this is not the first time I've heard this.
Okay.
I've heard it from numerous people, different walks of life, not even like, Gamra versus not, all that, right? And I'm just like, why? I get it that, now just speaking in our culture, no other cultures, right?
Yeah.
I get it in our culture, it is seen as the main responsibility of the mom, the wife, the female in the household to make sure that everybody is fed properly. And in order for other people to judge if you're being fed properly or not is your girthiness. Let's face it. Like,
yeah.
And that's what they see, right? Like we had the same thing with a family
You
friend.
have to have like a certain amount of fat on your body to be considered healthy, or they'll shit on you if you're too healthy.
Right.
And God forbid you start losing the weight, then it's like, well, what do you need to exercise for?
Exactly. And it's like you can never win. And I'm just like, just because you said the word healthy in a different cadence to make it a negative thing, I'm not gonna adhere to that. Like the amount of times I've been told, oh, pinko to more healthy thing. I'm just like, are you fucking for real right now?
I can't tell you how many times I've walked into a room and the first thing some auntie said to me was like, oh, vadutaru. Utaru. That's all you're just scanning me?
Because they have nothing else to talk about.
Right, it's awful. It's like such an uncomfortable feeling, and I was just like, here I am.
Like, they know what you do for a job. They know you have 3 children. They know that you're busy.
They won't talk to you.
But not any about just physical.
Just like early, I'd say like mid to late last year. I'd say like August, before August, right? Like I was in a really, really negative health mental space.
Yeah.
Mainly because of my physical appearance. And when I walk into somebody's house, they don't know what happened just an hour prior.
No.
They don't know how many outfits I tried on.
Yeah.
They don't know what went into me getting out of the house and into the car reluctantly most of the time. I can't tell you how many times. I didn't really like open up about this, but like there was times where I was like, I don't want to go. I don't want to show my face because I didn't feel good.
Yeah, when you don't feel good and you don't feel confident, all you want to do is roll up in a blanket.
Yes,
and not go anywhere.
I could have come up with any and every excuse to get out of it, but I had to just suck it up and show up, right?
Yeah.
And I walk in and the first thing somebody says is about my appearance.
Yeah.
Yo, I'd rather crawl into a hole and die.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be there anymore.
Right.
Even though I mustered up any and all energy to walk through your door.
Right.
That's shitty.
Like, and I don't even, the problem is nobody tells these people, hey, we don't do that anymore. This is 2025. We don't do that shit anymore. We don't talk about someone's appearance anymore because it doesn't make them feel good. Like I said, I had to tell my
But
own
you just
mother-in-law.
don't know what somebody's going through, right?
I was like,
and it goes. I gotta say, this goes both ways. It also goes for the women that feel too small.
yeah,
Right? Like we heroin chic, this and that. But I know women that are like, they're really underweight.
and they're trying to gain
And they're
weight.
trying to gain the weight. And they feel equally targeted.
Yeah,
in a different way. It's like, oh, taro wajan bahut utri kyun? She ain't doing anything to lose it.
right. Maybe she's got type
She
1
can't-
diabetes, man. And
Right?
she
She
can
just
control
can't hold
it.
on to it. Like, stop praising that shit. It's
Right.
awful.
They focus on the wrong things.
Yeah.
They focus on and the thing is, it's so simple for them to make it a positive statement for anybody, any of us, to make something that you're thinking, you can turn it around with a simple change of a word and you can make it a positive statement. Like, oh my God, you look spectacular. What have you been doing to be so healthy?
Easily.
Like that, yeah, that's like me saying that word healthy in a nice, positive way doesn't like raise your hackles and make you want to not be there. But them being like, oh, you got so healthy now. It's like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Like, I can tell the difference. You might think you're sly as shit, but you're not. Like
Yeah.
I told you, remember last time someone said that to me 2 years ago? I was like, oh, what she said, oh, Pinku, tu to bahut healthy thai gaye. I was like, oh, auntie, tame to bahut badi thai gaya. That means old.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, you don't, like, you want the freedom to put somebody down in a joking way, and then when somebody
But you
calls you
can't
out,
JK LOL through your life. Like,
well,
that's
yeah, but
so
then
shitty.
when I said that back,
yeah.
the auntie was flabbergasted that I said something. She didn't have a comeback because she was expecting me to just sit here and take it.
I've said shit like that to me before.
And then my mom was like, "Pingu, una bola."
Yeah.
I was like, no, if she can say it, I can say it.
Yeah.
Why? I've got kids, she's got kids. At this point, we're the same.
Yep.
Like, I don't care if you're fucking 40 years older than me. You should actually be teaching me how to behave in a social situation. I should not be teaching you. And the fact that I have to teach a 75-year-old woman how to behave in a social situation is like mind-boggling. Mind-boggling. And then it's like, when I explain it perfectly, right? It doesn't matter what language I'm using. It's like these people just are choosing to be ignorant. Right? Like,
or they label you the problem. They're just like, oh.
Like, if you got upset and you told those boys, oh, you don't think I'm feeding him? I'm fucking feeding him.
I didn't get upset, but I just told him, I'm just like, he's a grown man. He can feed himself.
Exactly.
Like, I just spit it back.
But that's called defensive then.
It was.
And no, it is, and it should be, because you're putting the blame on me when he's not a 5-year-old. He's not a child who's not capable
This
of
happened
getting their
at
own
least
food.
3 times in the last week.
No. How? Because you had a lot of parties.
Yeah.
You had a lot of parties. Yeah. Yeah, no.
Everyone. And it wasn't just like, oh, wow, what are you guys doing? Or blah, blah, blah. Nothing. I don't care if you don't praise me. That doesn't bother me.
You're not doing it
but
for that.
The fact that you're turning it around and attacking our lifestyle
And just making
by
something
shifting
negative.
it on me, that's unnecessary. It just got really irritating.
Yeah.
The last time that I heard it, I was kind of just like, yo, I don't give you shit for like your lifestyle.
Yeah.
Why are you fucking...
Right, like, if you did, right, like, we have a family member who, judges all the time on the whole alcohol thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
If something goes wrong, oh, well, everybody was drunk. So I was like, actually, everybody was not drunk. I was coherent, you can
So
say that shit to them.
It's happened now on both occasions, right? Neil started losing the weight. Bianca's not feeding you. Neil chose to stop drinking. I stopped in support of him.
Yeah, same.
But Bianca's not letting you drink. Bianca, what do you do?
Yeah.
Bianca, what do you do?
Yeah.
No, this is his choice. I had nothing to do with it. It was always his choice to drink, and it was his choice to quit.
Right. But these guys they see that the improvements in him,
They can't
and they're jealous
digest
of
the
it.
fact that he is trying to be better.
Yeah.
Not better than something.
No, just
better than himself.
Just healthier.
Right,
Just
like
a healthier
he's
version of
choosing
himself.
a better version for himself.
Yeah.
Right? He's not trying to be better than anybody. It's
But
just choices for himself.
But it goes back to that competitive mindset that was instilled in us.
So it
from
goes in
growing
guys,
up.
guys too.
No,
This is
guys too.
And the guys are attacking their females.
No, it's never been just the girls. It's been all, because our parents, mothers, fathers, everybody constantly pit against each other.
No, I'm saying it's the guys that are just accusing me.
Yeah.
Because it's easier to blame the woman.
Well, also they know that you can handle it.
Yeah, true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they probably wouldn't say that same stuff to other people in that friend circle that you have. Like, I can tell, for the guys that are in our group that we do parties with all the time, I can tell which ones would say something to me, but not somebody else, because they can't handle it. They know I can handle it. Because I would give it back to them, just like you gave it back to them.
Right.
And not in like, oh my God, you hurt my feelings, but like, you give what you got, you know? And to a certain degree, some guys do like that, but then they act stupid. They act like fucktards and they say dumbass shit.
Yeah.
And you're just like, you know what? Maybe it is me. You know what? I take care of his balls better than he does. Okay? So I am making sure that he's going to stay for a long ass fucking time.
Well, yeah, that's the hope.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah. We have one family member who in recent months has been constantly, since Thanksgiving, don't lose any more weight. Like, every time she gets drunk, don't lose any more weight. Every time she gets drunk, like, hangs on me.
Because you can't surpass them.
Yeah.
God forbid you surpass them and their goals.
I'm just like, I'm going to lose however much weight.
I have a feeling I'm calling it right now, I'm saying this on camera, in the next 4 months, I'm going to hear those comments.
Yeah, you are. Yeah.
You're like, we'll take you up.
Yeah, yeah.
We'll take you.
That's enough. Don't lose any more. You
we'll
won't look
take you.
good. You won't look good. And then if you do, right? Because you're going to keep
I'm going to tell them straight up, I'm just trying to get so jacked that I could punch you in the face and not feel bad about it.
You want me to send you the picture of that lady that I was showing you last time?
Doll lady?
This is who I want to be.
But I'm saying it right now.
Yeah.
If I keep up by April, somebody's going to say something. Oh, we'll take you.
Yeah. Yeah. I need to, that's the next step for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, the next step for me is to get better with, I'm definitely a lot better with my eating than I was a year ago. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, I cut out so many bad foods that I was eating on the road.
Yeah.
And when there is no choice, I just have a Caesar salad and I call it a day. I don't even add anything in it because I'm like, I don't know how you made this shit. I'm going to stick to something simple.
Caesar salad is pretty simple.
Yeah, it's like 3
It's just
ingredients.
the dressing that can get a little fatty, but like if you're not eating anything else, it's
Right.
not that big
And
a
so
deal.
like I wrote down kind of what I want to work on this year. Mm-hmm. And obviously, you know, I've been saying the weight training. I want to add the weight training. I've just been I want to take like I was going to take 2 full weeks off to just catch my breath and regroup. And then if I feel like I wanted to go out walking today, but then I was like, we got to take the decorations down. I got to do this. I got to do that.
Yeah.
But then I like, when I'm home, I want to make sure that I am eating properly. I just need to figure out how to do that because I know the meal prepping is the key. Mm-hmm. But even if I can keep it as simple as, and I was doing this like in November when I was home. Mm-hmm. My older son, actually, I was watching him because he's kind of on his own. He lost, instead of freshman 15, he lost 10 pounds.
He looked great.
He looks good. He looks healthy. He looks good.
I'm proud of him for just making conscious choices.
Well, and using his time effectively. Like, he goes to the
There
gym
would have been,
more.
there's nothing wrong with gaining the weight when you go away, but the fact that he was consciously making good choices for himself, I'm proud of him for it.
Yeah.
He did a good job.
Like, like I said, just watching him when he was here on Thanksgiving, he was like making it so simple. He's just like seasoning a chicken breast as big as his hands. Well, like, that's like, this is 3 ounces. That's 5 to 6 ounces there. And yeah, I know these things. Yeah. So I don't like.
I don't. I use the scale.
I had a skill, but he took it. You know. But like, so after that, I started doing that when I was at home, just like cooking a piece of chicken breast and having maybe a small Caesar salad on the side. Yeah. And like, but like I said last time, it's just about keeping it simple.
That's what it is, though.
Everybody makes it so complicated.
Don't overthink it.
Like, keep it simple.
Simple ingredients.
Right.
And don't
like if you have to put an additive in your water to help you consume more water, go for it. It's 5 calories. It's not that big of a deal. No. Like, it's better than you consuming copious amounts of soda, Diet Coke, because it's 0 calories, right? It's like, you know, pick whatever, but I'm trying to keep it simple. Yeah. And, you know, when I was going back through comments and all that, I was like, maybe I need to start sharing some of my journey since people seem to be interested. I don't know if it's going to work, if it's not, but
you're just sharing your life. It's
We're
okay.
sharing it. Yeah. We'll see. But I do, like, those comments, they kind of, unless they're positive, keep them to your fucking self. You know what I'm saying?
I don't understand why.
And it's nobody's, like, don't try to, like, blame other people because you haven't seen somebody for a long time and they look like a better version of themselves.
Right.
Like that's what they're choosing for themselves, and that's okay. They should be choosing that for themselves.
It's just happened so much recently. It happened at that wedding in Orlando. Of course, everyone saw.
Of course.
And they're like, "Oh, Priyanka tan khadauti nahi." He got 2 hands.
Yeah. He knows where the microwave is.
Really, I don't understand like why. And you laugh it off and blah blah blah, but after a while, it's just annoying. It's like why is that? Why is that where everyone goes? It's so easy to blame the woman.
It's so easy.
And that's like the overarching thing. It's just so
Yeah.
easy. Anything your kids do wrong, Mummy, atan seekh pa rahi ho na?
Yeah.
My mother-in-law used to do this, and I had to talk to her about it when if my daughter didn't want to eat something at a party, I'm like, Mummy, nati sari banayo na, nabayo na.
No.
Well, what the fuck?
Yeah, no.
She's barely one.
Yeah. She's
Right, but
like her palate is nothing.
It's just so much easier to blame the mom, the woman, and it's something that like was taught to us growing up too.
Yeah.
Like no matter what, my mom, even now when I'm upset about something, she's like, no matter what, taro's bank nahi kar se.
Yeah.
And you have to learn to digest it basically, and that's shitty.
It's the worst feeling in the world to know that you're going to get blamed for so many things.
That's advice that honestly I give to a lot of my first-time mom friends.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, motherhood helps you find your voice.
Yeah.
And you ultimately, I'm not perfect at it.
No.
But ultimately, you get comfortable with being the bad guy.
Yeah.
You get comfortable with just being the antagonist.
Yeah.
In the stories.
Right.
And
you
build up a tougher skin for it.
Right, you get used to being known as the strict one or the this or the that, and it's just like, you know what? I'm the one that has to take care of these fucking people, not you. Okay, so if that means that my 10-year-old cannot have soda because I've seen him down 3 cans of Sprite at a party and I'm cutting him off, guess what? I'm the one that has to put him to bed, right? Like if same.
But I say that too. I'm just like, you wanna take him to bed then? Yeah. If you don't want to do that, if you don't want to leave the party to go put my kid to bed, then see yourself out.
And it's not going to end just with your kids. Like, take it from me. Like with my geriatrics, they're not my geriatrics, but I have to treat them like they're my geriatrics, right?
Because no matter what, the blame always comes down to you.
Yeah.
What's Pinky doing?
Yeah. Why is she not taking care of them?
Pinky didn't leave she didn't refill your prescription?
Yeah.
She didn't wash your sheets?
Yeah.
Right? No matter what.
No, we had that happen this summer. Remember I told you about that guy? Mm-hmm. Yeah, like, you don't know who I am. It's like, fuck you. I don't need to know who the fuck you are unless you're gonna come to my house and be nurse fucking nanny over here. I don't care who you are. You could be fucking Muhammad Gandhi over here, and I don't care. You're not giving my father-in-law an alcoholic beverage because I said no, and I looked at him. I was like, I have to take care of him. You don't. Thank you. And I walked away.
Your father-in-law's so funny. Oh my god, at the Christmas party.
How many times did he come and ask for Sprite?
No, I don't know, but I had to. I'm like, okay, I can only say so much, but I saw him just eyeing all the snacks. Yeah. I was like, Pinky, he's over there.
Everybody's on watch.
He's over there.
I got everybody on watch, especially when I'm literally by myself.
If I say something to him, he's likely going to be like, okay, like, you come every week and all, but I don't know you like that.
He doesn't listen to anybody except me.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but
you're alpha.
He's terrified of me. I'm like, I haven't even pissed on you, man. I'm like, if anything, you pissed on yourself, not me. Like, what the fuck?
No, you're just alpha dog.
But same thing, and I'm fully aware of this, right? Like, that's why one of our family friends, like, I was telling you earlier, this is her angst, because she also has her in-laws. Mm-hmm. And so her thing is always, like, she has to be really careful because she doesn't want her husband's family members to blame her for why the condition of her in-laws. And I'm just like, yeah, but you need to speak up and be like, bro, they're not listening to me. I'm telling them that they can't do these things. They're not listening. So what do you want me to do? Tie them down to their bed?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to sit here. I know myself. If somebody comes at me, if any one of my husband's families come at me,
you're going to give it right back.
I'm going to give it right the fuck back. And I don't care who gets embarrassed. And then I'm going to look to my husband. I've done it numerous times. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to look to my husband and be like, I said this, this, and this. Are we good? Like, I tell him right away. If he's not there, I tell him right away because I don't need other people because that's what our people do. Oh, she said this and she said this and he said she said all this. Yeah, at least he's
fully aware of what happened.
No, if you want other people's perspective on it, go for it. Like when that thing happened in the summer at that picnic. When he came back
No,
from
he
their
had your
baseball
back.
game, I was like, no. I was like, I don't care if you have my back or not. But this man, I don't care who this man is, but he's not doing this.
Yeah.
Because we have to take care of him.
Yep.
And we're the ones that are going to get blamed if something happens.
Yep.
And so you as a mom, you form a thicker skin.
Yeah.
Because now you have to, what it is
you go into it. It's so weird, right? Like you get married, and then you're in this like new, okay, I want to make sure everybody likes me, that we're on good terms. You feel a little bit like the glue.
Yeah.
And you're going to kind of
so you
come in.
compromise with everybody.
Yeah.
You
You
keep
get along
everybody
with
happy.
it. You get pregnant. Everyone's nice to you when you're pregnant. And then
Of
you have the
course.
kid, and now all of a sudden, you're the demon.
Yeah.
You're the one that's screwing things up. You're the reason why your husband is acting different. You're the reason why the kids don't behave. You're the reason why you know your kids are picky eaters. Mine are.
Every kid is a picky
And then
eater.
all of a sudden you go from being like praised new bride to evil witch that changed everything in the house.
And it happened
Fuck
slowly. Like it happened slowly, and at least for me it did. It happened slowly, and it happens like in a way where you're not even aware of what's happening,
Right.
and all of a sudden you're just like, wait a minute, how is this my life now?
I spent, I think, like two years after I had my daughter, maybe a year and a half after I had her, where I was just observing things happening, and like I felt like I was losing control, and the incident happened.
Yeah.
And we took the reins then.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not dealing with this, and I really don't care if they think I'm a bad person, because at the end of the day, I know they know that I'm not.
No, everybody. At the end of the day, the people who love you and who care about you and who respect you, they know that you're not a bad person.
I honestly think they're just like, well, Bianca's strong enough to say something.
Yeah.
So they likely don't mess around, because they're like, shoot, I wish I could say it back.
Well, the assholes pick the weak ones to say this shit to, right? And I don't mean asshole as in like a douche canoe. I mean male, female, doesn't matter. Just in general. The assholes pick the weak ones to say these things to. Because they know the weak ones won't say anything back.
Yeah.
And they can say as much mean stuff as they want. They can keep like punching you down. Yeah. But then the ones that don't mean it in too much of a negative way, like it's still like you could have delivered it a little bit better, but I'm gonna give you a pass because you're not that much of an asshole.
Yeah.
They say it to the strong ones that can handle it, that will then punch right back. Like there's the two different extremes, and it's either this one or this one. The people in the middle, who want to they're the ones that go behind your back and gossip.
Yeah.
That's in the middle. So you have the three camps. And you have to kind of, and it's sad, but as soon as you meet somebody, you gotta get your gut check. If they don't pass the vibe, you gotta put them into each bucket.
Put them in the bucket.
You have to, and I don't like putting people in boxes or buckets, but they do that to themselves by the responses they have and by the conversations that they choose to have with you in social situations.
Yeah.
Like if somebody...
I pick out the gossips right away, and I'm like, I'm bored.
Yeah.
I
walk away from the gossips. Like I literally, like if you, like I walk away from so many people at parties, and I love it when the parties are at my house, because I can use an excuse of, I gotta go check
just
something.
go entertain. Yeah.
And I don't have to listen to it, but it's very difficult for me. Like New Year's Eve party, I was just like...
on numerous occasions, I've got stuck, the men are hanging out one place.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, fine, I'll hang out with the ladies and watch the children. And I'll listen to the conversation, and I just listen. And on a few occasions, they've looked over and like, oh, Priyanka, you have nothing to say? I'm like, nope, I do not.
No, not to this
Most
group.
of the time, I'll just like go kind of play with the kids or whatever. I'm like, I'll just go watch them,
Yeah.
And I like excuse myself, or on a few occasions, I've like caught myself just at the gentleman's table.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, this is more interesting.
Half the time I don't understand what they say.
They're just talking about sports.
Yeah.
Most of the time, they're just talking about football or whatever.
But I'm so much, it's just like, just let me be in the background here. Because if you're with the ladies, then you have, like, if you don't participate, then when you leave, they start talking about you. Yeah. It's just like, what the fuck?
It's so shitty.
It's
Why
not a
do
win-win.
chicks do that shit?
Oh, it's not a win-win situation.
But again, you grow. I don't give a fuck. You want to talk about me? go ahead. That's how you're choosing to spend your time. Go for it.
I have nothing to hide, so if you talking shit about me makes you feel better about your life,
Right.
more power to you.
I stopped caring. I'm just like, that's your choice on how you're spending your time.
Ugh. All right. Leave your questions, comments, all that BS down below. We will talk to you next time. Okay, bye.